Hello and welcome back to the Self-Reliance Kid. So right now I'm going to show you, this is Gear Choices 2, and I'm going to be doing ferro rods. So I have a couple ferro rods here. I got ones from good ones, the ones I thought would be good, and then ones that I really don't like. So to start off, this is just a regular ferro rod. You know, you could probably find these at gun shows or any survival store. But there's a couple different ones. You can get them from Light My Fire, and they're a bit smaller, but I get these from the Pathfinder store, and I get lots of them because I use them a lot. And then this is the Coleman magnesium bar. I don't really use this a lot. I would use it, but I just don't care for it because it's just hard to get sparks off of the rod, and then the magnesium's just so hard to scrape off. So if you're gonna do that, then get a knife that's really tough and really sharp for the file, because it's hard to do. But the only thing that I really like about it is that if you ever had to scrape off the magnesium for some tinder, you could. But I mean, I'd rather just carry a ferro rod and a cotton ball than that. And then I guess I'll do this one. I have a Gerber Bear Grylls fire starter. These are in my first videos, I guess, and I've used this a lot. In the end, it's got a little compartment so you can put some cotton balls in it, which is nice. You gotta push it in, but I'm not gonna do that. So I think this is a good ferro rod. I don't know why it just throws good sparks. Maybe it's the striker, but it does pretty well. Let me see if it. I guess it's just a striker. So I carried this around for a long time, and you know, it's a nice kit, but I just don't like it because of this string right here. And if you're doing big strikes or something, then it's just not gonna do it. So there's only 3 things that makes this good, or 4 things. Is it's waterproof, and that's a good thing. And then it's got this little compartment at the end, and it's got the hard plastic case and the striker, which seems to be really sharp. And then I have the Ultimate Survival Technologies Blast Match. And I thought this was going to be cool, and I really did like it, because you could open it with one hand and operate it, but after I've been using it for a while, and I try to push up with one thumb, it tends to get stuck. I don't know if I need to clean that, but it's giving me issues. So I don't really know what type of what this is made out of, because it seems to throw a lot bigger and a lot brighter and just hotter sparks than regular ones do, if you get it going good. And I don't know if you can see it, but it's got a bunch of lines on it, like it's expanded or something. And we think it's titanium, but we could be wrong. So I like that one too because of the one-handed operation, but if you're going to be using it a lot, then it might not be that good because you have to clean it. And then I have the Pathfinder Ultimate Survival Technologies fire starter. It had a little string on it, now from here to here and there, but it's just too short, so I took it off and put it on my Baco Laplander. I always get that wrong. But in the end, part of it, it's got the cap and then some extra storage space, and no idea what that is. I think that's a cotton ball. Now I have the 3 micro Infernos in the bottom because they fit there, and some cotton balls in the end. So another compartment. And then it's got the hard case for the outside. It's got a really thick ferro rod. And then this striker, I don't know why it's got these measurements on it. On both sides, I guess. You can pull it out and use it as a small ruler, or I never really thought of this, but a longer striker. You know. The reason why I really don't like this is because the striker is really short, as you can see, and the ferro rod's pretty short, so I probably should have done it on the top, but I'm picky about my ferro rods, unlike my dad, which doesn't really care. So I get those pretty good ones, but at different angles it's kind of tricky. So I probably didn't go over these quite well, but I'll go through them real quick again. This is just a regular ferro rod that you can pretty much get anywhere. I would use this one the most just because it's cheap and you can use it. It's got quite a few strikes on it, so it's small too. And then this, I would carry it, but I don't really like it. So that's what happens. And then this stays in my 10Cs kit. This is more of an emergency item because it's got the tinder in the back, and then it's got that big ferro rod. So if the time comes and I've used this ferro rod a lot, then it'll be very thin, and I won't like that. And this one I'll probably use if I can get it to come open a lot easier. That's the only problem with it. Yeah. So that's really good. Oh, I forgot to show you what to do if you wanted to go cheaper and get a regular ferro rod, and if you only had one hand and your knife. And then this, I don't really care. I mean, some of the most complex ferro rods I don't like. I just like simple ones. So I guess I'll describe to you really fast how to use this with one hand and knife. So what you have to do with this is just take it like this, and if you have some bark, put your tinder on that, find a flat piece of ground, and then set it just like this. Kneel down, put your foot right there, and then take your knife and scrape, and it'll do the trick if you only had your left hand or your right hand. So those are my ferro rods. Some I like, some I don't. I mostly like this one just because it's cheap and I don't really care if I bust it up, and it's simple. And then if you didn't have your ferro rod and you just had a high carbon steel knife or a striker and some char cloth, then you have a ferro rod, because just go like this and you get a bunch of sparks. So if you want to go really cheap and find a file, and if you live in Maryland, then you probably got a bunch of quartz around, so pick a rock up off the ground and get a piece of char cloth, and you got a fire. So, those are my ferro rods, and some tricks. And as you can see, my shelter is kind of falling apart, so it's got to get some maintenance. And it's starting to warm up now, so I'll be able to do some hiking and some more camping. And mosquitoes are coming out, so I thank you for your views and your comments, and I hope you got some stuff going in your head about what I showed you. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.